Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm back in the kitchen again and I'm going to be making fresh broccoli in the air fryer. If you see my previous video, you know that I have tried and I tend to do frozen broccoli in the air fryer, but I thought I would give this recipe a go. So I have not made this one before and I will probably have to improvise a little bit per usual. So let's see if the fresh broccoli is going to cut it in the air fryer. So please make sure you stay tuned. So what I've got here, I got some fresh broccoli, 350 grams. I'm going to be using some fine sea salt. The recipe actually said salt and pepper and a bit of garlic powder, garlic granules, but I have not got any at home. And to be honest, we are not that fussed about garlic. And then, but I'm going to be using my universal seasoning, which I quite like. And I'm going to be using a little bit of pepper. And vegetable oil, I normally would be using olive oil, but again, this is kind of backup oil because I do prefer olive oil. I don't really like using vegetable sunflower, but this is what we've got, so I'm gonna make the most of it. So what I'll be doing off camera, I'll be taking this out of the wrapper and wash it and chop it up. The broccoli florets will have to be pretty much the same size, otherwise they will not cook evenly in the air fryer. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'll pop it in a bowl because according to the recipe we shouldn't really be seasoning the broccoli in the air fryer. We should be seasoning everything in a bowl. Make sure that it's all mixed together, all the flavors. That will be a lot, you know, the flavor will be better and everything will be more coated in all the ingredients. So let me crack on with this. Everything's been washed and I just wanted to show you these off-cut bits. Make sure you do not chuck these. What I'm going to be doing, I will cut these little bits off and I will peel it, save these little bits and put them, chop them up a little bit and put them in a plastic bag, sandwich bag, and put it in the or freezer bag and put it in the freezer. They're going to be perfect when I make either broccoli cream soup or cream of potato, because it's really good to thicken the soup up. So everything's been washed. I kind of tried to chop them up kind of similar sizes. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to be eyeballing now. I don't want to put too much oil in there, but I just want to kind of drizzle it a little bit. I think this will do. And put a little bit of salt in again. Just eyeballing this. You see, we can add, but we can't take it away. Here we go. Now a little bit of my favorite seasoning. I kind of tried to do everything one-handed because I'm recording with my GoPro. It's not, I don't think it's particularly ideal for cooking videos, but I'm still experimenting. So a little bit of and I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper on here, not too much. Let me know in the comment if you tend to use black pepper. We don't use it that often because my 8-year-old daughter, I don't think she's a big fan of pepper. I think she finds it really spicy, but let me know. So I'm just going to be using this little prong to kind of coat everything in the seasoning. As I said, you can actually use chili flakes as well. You can use chili flakes, you can use garlic granules, you can use Italian seasoning. Alright, so I think it's pretty much coated now. So I'm going to pop them in the Ninja. I've got a Ninja dual air fryer, so I've got a double draw one. And what I'm going to be doing, I won't be using the insert. I like to use my silicone insert and I like to use my paper liners, but with this recipe it has to go in the tray without anything, just like literally on the rack, and it has to be single layered, otherwise it will not be cooking through. And I will not be preheating my air fryer either. The recipe didn't ask for the air fryer to be preheated, but I never preheat my Ninja anyway. Please let me know in the comment, because it's obviously depending on what sort of air fryer you've got. But let me know, do you preheat your air fryer? I never do. And I already popped it in the drawer, so I've got a double drawer here, because as I said, it has to go in as a single layer, and to be honest, it's not on the top of each other, so I managed to put the whole head of broccoli in one drawer. It was about 350 grams. I think broccolis, they do come in pretty much different not shapes and sizes, but you know what I mean. You buy a head of broccoli, and it could be quite big, it could be quite small. So I suggest just trial and error. So what I did, I put them in a single layer, and there was some juices at the bottom with a little bit of seasoning. What I did, because obviously it's a mixture of a little bit of water probably left over from me washing the broccoli, and a bit of seasoning, a bit of oil, so I just dribble. So I just kind of put it on the top, because I don't think it's gonna do the broccolis any harm if there is a little bit of moisture, a bit of water, because I think the recipe also says if you like more tender broccolis, then you may want to put a little bit of water, maybe a couple of teaspoons of water underneath the grill. I don't know if you can see, this is the grill, it's sitting, it's not actually sitting on the bottom of the air fryer. So just put a little bit of water at the bottom if you want the broccoli to be a little bit more steamed. But in that case, I think if you prefer steamed broccoli, well, I don't know how this one's going to turn out, but definitely with the frozen broccoli, you do have a little bit of that steamy, charred flavor. But here we go. So I'm going to be popping it on. So I'm going to be using only one of the baskets. So first basket, so pop it on. First basket, air fry, and the recipe said on 190 degrees and anything between 8 to 10 minutes. So what I'm going to be doing, because it defaulted to 20, so I'll put it down to, let's say put it down to 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, I'm going to have a little peek, because they have to be turned around anyway. And at that point, I will judge if I need to put it back for another 3 minutes or for another 5 minutes. So let's see how the broccoli is going to turn out after the first 5 minutes. I shall see you in 5. It smells absolutely lush. So what I'm going to do, because obviously they are not done yet, I will put them back for another 3 minutes, I think. So altogether they will be in the air fryer for 8 minutes, which is kind of the minimum amount of time that the recipe requires. Put it back for another 3, and it will be altogether 8 minutes. 8 minutes is up, looking pretty good, steaming up quite nicely. What I'm going to do, I take one out. I don't really want to use a sharp knife in the air fryer. I do get a little bit paranoid, to be honest, because last thing I want to do is scratch the Teflon. Still quite hard. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop everything back for another 2 minutes. But give it a bit of a stir, because I do not want to burn the broccoli. So I think my GoPro is going to be nicely smelling like broccoli. There we go. So you see, it's not burn, but I definitely have to keep an eye on it. No matter what, after 10 minutes, I take it out and I'm going to give it a taste test, because I just want to kind of gauge how it's cooking, if I need to put it back on us. So let's pop it back again. So we are going into the 10-minute territory now. I think it's still a very good experiment, because as I said, I really do like my broccoli kind of steamed and a little bit crunchy. I don't really like the broccoli when it's all like mushy and it's like overcooked and it's just not very pleasant. I don't know, let me know in the comments, do you like your broccoli quite crunchy, or do you prefer it a little bit soft or a little bit I would call it a bit al dente, but I also like the kind of charcoal taste to it. So I'm quite excited about this recipe and see how it's gonna turn out. So after 10 minutes, so on 190, anything between 8 to 10 minutes. And let's see, because I don't really want to put the broccoli back for longer than 10 minutes because I'm pretty sure it would burn. So the additional 2 minutes is up. Let's have a look. I definitely would not put this back longer than that. The question is the taste test now. So I'm gonna take one of these beauties out and give it a bit of a taste test. And let's see if they are really under or they are just perfect. So let's have a look. It's quite hard. Taste wise, really good. Just gonna show you. It is definitely a bit under, but tastes really good. Very good. Hot, hot, hot. Hot. Hot, hot, hot. Very hot. But it's really good. How can I explain it? So the base is quite crunchy. The top, where it's charred, can't say the word really, but it looks a bit burnt. It's really good because I think that bit is where the seasoning comes out and makes it a little bit crispy. I think the recipe also said what you can do in the last 4 minutes, add a little bit of Parmesan cheese on the top. Well, I would say keep a really close eye on it if you put cheese on it, because I think that would really burn on it. But I can imagine why it would give it an amazing taste. I think it's very different from the frozen one, I have to say. Which one do I prefer? Very close, I think, because it's just depending on if you like broccoli that's again a bit softer broccoli, definitely do the frozen one. If you like crunch to it, if you like a different kind of texture to it, if you like more flavor to it, definitely this is a winner. I can't wait to tuck in. So I'm definitely gonna make it. I'm gonna make it again, and I'm almost converted not to do the frozen one, but we'll see. We'll see what my family is gonna say about this. My daughter will definitely be cutthroat and she will tell me yay or nay. I do hope that you enjoyed today's video. I think it was really good, really interesting to make, because I did not think that I would actually prefer this one or like this one as much as the frozen one. As I said, it's very different. I think if your taste buds kind of like a bit more experimental flavors, then I think you should try the fresh one, because then you can go a bit more mad, I think, than if you were using a frozen broccoli floret. Anyway, I don't know, it's a bit bizarre. I'm so excited about this recipe, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know in the comment which one is your favorite, if you try the frozen ones or if you just tend to do the fresh one. What sort of topping, what sort of seasoning you would put you would use with it. I think it would go pretty much with any kind of seasoning. I think I will probably try maybe the garlic salt next time. You just have to remember to pick some up from the shops. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for coming back to see me if you're an existing viewer, and thank you very much for finding me if you're a new viewer. Please don't forget to check out my recipe when I made the air fryer broccoli using frozen broccoli florets, and please let me know in a comment if you tried both of them, which one do you prefer, as I said. And please don't forget to click and like and share my video. If you got any value out of it, please subscribe, because that would really help out my channel. I'm posting videos every Wednesday. I normally would be posting lifestyle and fun and different kind of videos. So if it's for you, please make sure that you check out the Wednesday videos as well. And Saturday would just be my cooking videos where I love to experiment with different recipes, and I tend to use my air fryer and my Instant Pot, and I started doing some unboxing videos as well. Thanks again, everybody. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Have a lovely day. Take care. Goodbye for now.